Today I'm going to show you how to fix your CSS that may not be working inside your website, because there is quite a few reasons for why your CSS may not be updating or showing the changes inside your website. I do have quite a list that we need to go through in order to fix your CSS not working, and at the beginning here you may be thinking, okay, so does Danny think I'm an idiot or something? Why is he suggesting these sort of things that are so obvious? Of course I check for these things, but I do think it's important we also go through the obvious ones, because in some cases that is what is wrong with people's code. I do also have some solutions that are probably in 90% of people's cases going to be the one that is actually wrong with your code, and it has nothing to do with not linking to a CSS properly, or you forgot to click save inside your document or something. So first thing first, did you actually open up the proper website inside your browser? In a lot of cases, when we start implementing something like PHP inside our website and you have your website sitting on your desktop, but then you have to copy it inside your htdocs folder because you have a local server, in a lot of cases, I still see people working on the one on their desktop instead of the one inside their server. So if you have your website open inside the browser from your server, but you're editing the one that you have on your desktop, then you're not editing the correct website. The second thing we need to check for is that you actually link to your style sheet. So if you go inside your index file, you can see that you should have a link to your style sheet. Not just that, make sure that you're actually linking to it properly. So if you have your files inside a CSS folder like I do have here, then make sure that you're actually locating the one inside your CSS folder. And now that we're at it, did you actually save the document? Because in a lot of cases, I see people forgetting to save. And then of course, it's not going to be updating inside the browser. So do make sure that you click Ctrl S inside your editor, both when it comes to the index file, but also when it comes to the style sheet, by the way. Now, these are pretty much the easy solutions. So let's go and talk about the more complex ones that are most likely going to be the reason why it's not working for you. I'm just going to go and jump straight to the one that is probably going to fix the one for most people. If you go inside your browser, something people don't know is that browsers have a cache, which means that when you have your website open inside a browser, it is going to store a cache of that website to make it load faster the next time you open it up inside the browser. And unfortunately, the cache is going to get in the way when you're trying to change either CSS or JavaScript inside your website. So this is also going to fix it for JavaScript in a lot of cases. So what you need to do is you need to do a hard reset or clear your cache inside the website, which means that if you go inside your website, in this case here with Firefox, you can see that if I click F5 on my keyboard to refresh the website, it is refreshing, but it's not really, you can't really see anything refreshing. But what I can do is I can do a hard reset, which means that I hold down Control and then click F5. And then you can see the entire website actually kind of like refreshes itself. You can see things are blinking. And when it comes to the hard reset shortcut, it is going to change depending on what machine you're sitting on. So if you're sitting on Mac or Windows or Linux, but it's also going to change depending on which browser you're sitting in. Now, if that did not work, try to actually clear the cache inside your browser, because that will also be the reason in a lot of cases when it comes to the CSS not working. So what you can do is you can go inside your settings, or if you're sitting on Chrome, it is Control H. But inside Firefox, you can go down to settings, then go inside the privacy and security. Then you're going to scroll down until you find your history. So as you can see down here, I have my history. And I just want to say you don't need to worry about us clearing any sort of important thing here, because I'm not going to clear your history or your passwords or anything like that. So what you're going to do is you're going to click clear history. Then it's going to give you some options. Just untick everything except for the cache that you have right here. And then make sure you say everything. So it's not just the last hour or something. Once you do that, click OK, and then it's going to clear the cache inside your browser, which means that now you can go back inside your website, refresh it, and then you can actually see we did this little blink because it actually had to recache everything. And in a lot of cases, this is going to fix the issue for you, because, the cache is often getting in the way, and it's pretty normal for it to get in the way whenever we do HTML and CSS websites. This solution here is probably going to be the point where most of you have everything fixed. Now, if you still have issues, what you also can do is to go inside your website and use the dev tool to try and see if the changes you made inside your CSS are actually being applied, but not being shown inside the website. So if I were to go in here and let's say I have this particular text here, and I just changed the font or something, but whenever I refresh the browser, it's not working. What I can do is I can right click on it, go down to inspect or inspect element. This is a feature, by the way, that all modern browsers have. So when you do this, it is going to open up your dev tool, where you can see all the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript of your website. So if I go in here, you can see that I now actually have my H1 tag highlighted, which is what I want to change. So if I were to click it, you can see we get all the CSS down here in the bottom. So here you can actually see if the changes that you made inside your file are being applied to this H1 tag. So in my case, you have a font size, a line height, a margin bottom. If it's not in here, then it is probably an issue of you not having linked correctly or having the right website open inside your browser. So do go back to the first solutions that we talked about, because this is probably going to be the reason then. But now we do also have one last thing we can check for, because in some cases inside your CSS file, let's say I scroll down to my H1 tag here and I change the font or something, but the change is not happening. What you can do is you can go inside whatever you tried to change and go right after the styling value and write !important. And if you do that, then it will enforce this styling upon whatever HTML element you're trying to change. The reason we're doing this is because you may not know it, but there might be some styling further down the page that is actually overlapping with the styling you have inside your, for example, in this case here, my H1 tag, which means that whatever I wrote inside this H1 tag is being overwritten by whatever is further down inside my style sheet. And when we start having a very long style sheet, in a lot of cases, it can get a little bit difficult to keep track of everything. If this solves the issue for you, it means that you have some styling further down that has to be fixed, because it means that something in here further down is actually overlapping with your styling. So you need to find where that is and actually remove it, or just, style it from down there or do something. Using this !important is not really something you should do just to fix something. It's kind of like a band-aid. So use this to troubleshoot, but not to fix, so to speak. So with that said, these are the solutions that I have for when your CSS is not working. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.